4 years ago, I was asked to coach a group of buyers who had received a rather unusual assignment. Their mission was to investigate if their company could benefit from joining a couple of open hardware ecosystems. One of the examples provided in the brief was OCP, the Open Compute Project. I quickly visited their website and I went, wow, really? How can this exist? Within minutes on this website, you can put your hands on the design of all components needed to build a complete data center. And basically, you can ask any manufacturers in the world to produce this for you. Who was behind this? A not-for-profit foundation. That brings together 4,000 engineers from about 200 companies. Many of the designs have been donated by Facebook and Microsoft, but many other companies were supporting this astonishing ecosystem. They had built a technology commons that create high-performance, low-cost designs for data centers. And these technology commons generate perfect market as anyone can produce these. Imagine the power at play here, the best brain of the world working together to create a treasure chest of immaterial goods that anyone can use endlessly. And the results were already impressive. Back in 2015, Facebook already reported 2 billion savings and the elimination of 400,000 metric tons of CO2 emissions from this design. This was the equivalent of 95,000 cars on the road. Today, thanks to this open architecture, all components can be reused. So when Facebook switches to the latest technology, their existing component can be decommissioned and sold back on the market. This further takes down the impact on the environment. This example shows the power of collaboration and how far we can go today in changing business models and ways of working. Now let's helicopter up and look at the future business landscape we're going to have in front of us. In the future, every supply chain, every product will be embedded in a complex digital infrastructure. Every data-led services will be unique. Real-time collaboration supported by AI will enable the design of products. Components in supply chains will be track and trace across the world, and spare parts will be 3D printed at the pace of light anywhere in the world in order to minimize any disturbance. We will live in a world where software will orchestrate 80% of economic activities and where software will augment the decision-making power of the humans on the remaining 20% of activities. This new world will increase speed. It will add tremendous value, but it will also add some complexity. So how can we adapt to this? Well, this will require companies to set new visions centered on how humans and not machines will make a difference. They will need to cautiously define three things. First, what do they need to control to beat competition? And here, this will often require collaboration with strange beasts, such as academic spin-off, not-for-profit organization, and technology giants. I see some of these popping up every week nowadays. Second, we will see more and more companies delegating the development of non-advantage critical components to large communities of engineers and developers, such as the Open Compute Project I've just described. Third, the rest will be seamlessly accessed through marketplaces, configurators, and other digital interfaces to achieve radical simplicity. In all cases, procurement leaders will act as architects and orchestrators of essential relationships and networks for the business. And from Reykjavik to Inari, you'll be amazed to realize that there will be more types of collaboration than breeds of reindeers in the world. It is no more time to ask ourselves, how can we make a difference for procurement? It is time to make a difference for the business and for the world by harnessing this new spirit of collaboration.